Oh, and here they come. Oh my god, that is cool. Just look over the ding. Oh my god. They have no idea what's coming. Oh man, the Riders of Rohan are coming. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and obviously this game gives me a ton of ideas for future battles, so let's try out a few right here in this video. So I kind of wanted to try out the Battle of Helms Deep because that is definitely the vibe I got when I first saw this castle. So we have 20,000 orcs down towards the south. We've got 250 giant ogres. I don't think there were any ogres in the Battle of Helms Deep, but nonetheless, I just wanted to vary up the unit type. I've got 20,000 evil zombies, because might as well throw it out there, and this is where the keep is going to take place. So we've got some Roman soldiers, some Spartan soldiers, they're going to hold position, and then I've got archers. So the archers are going to probably deliver the most damage. Obviously, this is going to be a suicide mission for the people that are trying to hold the keep, but if you guys remember, I don't know if you guys remember the two towers, but there was this massive cavalry force that came up and saved the day. So that is what we might see here. 35,000 cavalry will probably arrive. I don't know if it's going to be too late. It might be too late. We'll see. They have to go through all this rough terrain, so who knows? Everybody inside the castle could die, but the cavalry could save the day. It's about even in terms of the numbers. We've got, you know, just over 40,000 for the evil squad, and then just a little bit under 40,000 for the humans. So let's go ahead and start it up and see what happens. This is going to take a little while to load, I think. So as I said, I think the archers are really the only chance the keep actually has of staying alive. So the archers definitely back here are going to be able to do a lot of damage towards the zombies, because the zombies are going to have a mess of a time trying to get up all this terrain here. And then we have the Spartan warriors just waiting for them. So I don't think the zombies are going to have the best of times, which is good because the cavalry forces really won't be able to help much. The cavalry are going to hit the ogres and the giant orcs. I'm sorry, switch that. The orcs and the giant ogres first. So these Roman soldiers are probably going to get decimated. I'm pretty sure the Roman soldiers are probably going to get decimated. So let's go ahead and see. So it's actually possible, I didn't even think about this, the cavalry might arrive a little bit sooner than I wanted. I tried to put them all the way at the corner of the map, but they're a lot faster. Are they running? Well, good, they're running. Holy crap, that is terrifying. Oh man, they're so outnumbered. We really got to watch those archers though. I really want to see how much damage the archers do. I have done some tests. You know, the cavalry don't necessarily do amazing versus the ogres and the orcs. So I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. Oh, and here they come. Oh my god, that is cool. And just look over the ding. Oh my god. They have no idea what's coming. Oh man, the Riders of Rohan are coming. Alright, so that is pretty awesome. Yeah, these guys are screwed. These humans here trying to protect the keep. Let's go ahead and watch them to get decimated. What's the closest horse? Oh, here they come. Alright, so yeah, I think actually the first few conflicts will probably take place at the same exact... Nope, they're starting to hit them right now. Bam, yeah, the Romans are not going to have a good time. I don't think. But the archers are what, like I said, the archers are going to either save things or not save things. It'd be kind of interesting to see, like, even if the humans are successful, if they don't keep the castle, didn't that mean they failed? They failed the overall mission? Maybe that could be kind of the same. Anyways, alright, and then let's also make sure that we're watching these archers here too, because the zombie side of things, obviously not as important, but still pretty interesting. They're split up. Yep, see, look at these. These guys are all going to get picked off. These guys, because they're not focusing on... There's only one or two paths. Can they make it up this way? I'm not sure. And the Spartans are going to have, I think, a pretty good time fighting the zombies. There's 1,000 Spartans here. So yeah, there's quite a bit. Oh, there's one... Oh, I don't know if you just didn't make it or what. It looks like there's two that got cut off. Barely. Alright, let's go check on the Romans and the cavalry. Alright, well, yeah, these Romans are already just getting decimated. Holy crap. But look at the numbers. So, the orc team has 670 kills, and the humans aren't too far behind. I guess I should call it the humans and the elves if we really wanted to stay true to, like, the two towers or whatever. Oh, man, this is cool. Look at that. Here they all come. So, yeah, there are a few orcs that are kind of left behind. They didn't all get to kind of charge the front lines. So we'll see how much damage they do back this way. And there's still so much more. So yeah, I mean, the orcs might be distracted enough There might be enough distraction here. Dang, the Romans are already dead. And how many orcs were killed? Orcs and ogres, I mean. There's like no ogres killed, it looks like. Look at these, some of these guys are still walking. This is, oh my god, this is gonna be bad. They're gonna get massacred. Wait a second, they can't make it up there, can they? Okay, well, they're gonna make it up there either way. The cavalry are not gonna get there in time, I don't think. And I don't know how the Spartans are gonna do. Now, luckily for the Spartans, the zombies are just stupid, which is natural. Which is natural, the zombies are gonna be stupid, but the Spartans, I don't know how they do against giant ogres. Not exactly sure. And I think these archers are so focused on... No, I mean, this side of things are focused on the orcs, and these guys are focused on the zombies. These guys in the middle aren't really doing much, but but they're trying at least. They're trying. Oh, maybe they can make it. No, I don't think they can. Alright, well, here come the first few ogres, and they're going to attack the Spartans. So the Spartans will be fighting the ogres first. I actually didn't anticipate that. The zombies basically act as just distraction, I guess. Alright, let's see how these guys do. Oh, they're not necessarily ready for this. Their back is turned to the ogres. Let's see. I'd imagine if any unit can get... Oh, they can get some kills. Alright. That's pretty good. I mean, we've seen, like, you know, a lot of people have shown, like, 300 Spartans versus, like, 10,000 zombies. They do pretty well. They tend to do pretty well. And since they're only going to have to fight... Look at that! They did good! And I'm not sure how much support they're getting from archers. I imagine, you know, a little bit. They've got to be getting a little bit of support, man. This is cool. Look at that. And then look at... Oh, my God. Dang. This is crazy. Yeah, they're... that is pretty awesome. They're still overflowing, too. It's slightly in favor of... the evil forces here. Not by much, because you gotta remember the Romans were gonna get... Dang, did these guys fall to their death? I think there's a few falling to their death. No way. Yeah, look, they just fall. And they die. Are you... Yeah, they die. They die. Dude, go around. Go around. What are you doing? You guys are just dying. There's still so many left back there. Oh, man. Well, I guess... There could have been a few riders of Rohan that fell when they were going down the cliff. We should have given them a Chuck Norris to lead the charge. He could have acted as like Gandalf, basically. Alright, so what's going on? So the orcs are still very confused. The orcs are still very, very confused. There will be probably a few that trickle over towards the Spartans. No zombies over here yet? Yep, no zombies over here. That's why you have to have, like, multiple enemies in, like, multiple directions. That's why I did that, so that there's at least conflicts going on. How are these archers doing? I gotta imagine these guys are doing probably pretty well. Yeah, I'm thinking they're doing pretty well. Let's go up to speed 2. Let's see if the humans ever catch up. They might. I think they might catch up in death. Well, that's just gonna be tough to say, because if they ever breach... If they ever breach these walls, then those archers are obviously going to get massacred. There seems to be a pretty consistent 600 kill advantage for the orcs here. I guess I'll just call them the orcs and the archers. But this is really going to be the interesting thing right here, because there's 35,000 cavalry. A lot of them haven't made it to the front lines, and a lot of them have killed themselves. Probably not a lot, but there's been a handful that have killed themselves. There are still 5,000 more orcs, though. That's the thing. I mean, I'm looking a lot at enemies killed, but there's still several more evil units over some of the other ones. We'll have to see if, like, this front line gets kind of more flat here soon. Uh-oh, did they make it over? No, not yet. There's a few that are going, though. Oh, there have been a few giant orcs that have gone. Which means the Spartans are killing these giant orcs. I don't see who else is going to kill them. Giant ogres, Drew. Giant ogres. I don't know why I keep mixing them up. Dang, that is crazy. These units are powerful right here. So maybe the Spartans will do pretty good against the orcs. The orcs are obviously pretty powerful. Did the last few zombies come over? Oh, there's still a few way back there. Yeah, there's still a handful way back there. Are you guys shooting? Are You doing your thing? Yeah, you're shooting at the ground, some of you. Some of you guys are just kind of shooting straight at the ground. Hey, but you guys are holding up. I gotta admit. I mean, you know, besides the fact that the AI is kind of stupid, it would be interesting to see if they actually manage to make it up this way. I mean, the ogres are coming this way. Slowly. Oh, here we go. Here's an orc. That's the first orc I think we've seen that's coming over here. Look at his, like, very slow run. Even though he's on double speed, it still looks like he's like, oh, like really barely making it. All right, it's nighttime. It is nighttime too. Let's see how the cavalry's doing. Cavalry's doing pretty well. Still several of them jumping to their death. A lot of them are cowards, I guess. They don't want to take on the orcs, I guess. Dang. It seems like they're catching up. Yeah, the archers and you know, the elves and the humans, it seems like they're somewhat catching up here. The ratio is starting, I don't know, it's kind of still tough. I think those Spartans are going to do great though. Even though they're, man, I mean, yeah, I think that if you continue to take them on one by one like this, because how many have died? Like a good chunk of the corner, I think. A pretty good chunk of the corner. And the thing is, the AI isn't going after the archers. That's the thing. And those are the guys I think that are getting a lot of the kills. I would say they got to be getting quite a bit of kills. Let me see. Is there any dead bodies over here? Yeah, there is. I think. Yeah, there's a few that aren't moving. Just like looking for like the units that are. Yeah, oh yeah, they've got a good amount actually. So they're picking off a lot of the giant ogres just by doing nothing, kind of. I kind of want to see, want to make sure, confirm that they're getting kills, but they've got to be. Yeah, they're getting shot for sure. Boom, there goes one. So we know the longer they hold, that's good. Luckily for the humans, the Uruk-hai are not the smartest of units, I guess. How's this going? And it is really dark. It is 11 p.m. It feels like it's really, really dark. I'm just going to have to start calling this mountain Coward Mountain because of all of the dead. All of the dead. I mean, they're not cowards technically. I know that's just the AI being stupid, but it's kind of funny if you think about it like that. There are just so many units that are like, nope, I'm good. I am good. I don't think so. So, you know, I'm starting to think about this, and I'm like, even if the cavalry don't end up completely wiping the orcs, which it kind of looks like they will, at least they're going to take out at least half of them. At least probably, you know, because I think there's 20,000, they'll probably take out about 10,000. They've got to. I don't know. I think they've got to. Oh my gosh, and it's raining. Look at that. It's nighttime. It's raining. This is literally Helms Deep. Actually, that's bad because frame rate is going to just fucking tank right now. Anyways, so yeah, it's at 5. It is at 5. I'm starting to think that if we did go all the way through this, I'm not sure how many hours that would take, but if we went all the way through this, I think it might be the humans because the orcs can't figure out how to get up this thing. Look at all these giant ogres just sitting there, standing. They're just standing. It really also depends on how long the Spartans survive, which obviously they're doing really, really well. And the archers are doing really, really well. As long as the Spartans stay alive for long enough to continue to like be this distraction for them. That way the archers can continue to do their thing. The archers, how have they done? Let's look at the zombie body body count, I guess, because I haven't really checked this. It's not like a whole bunch. It's a pretty good amount, obviously. This is kind of a recipe for disaster. They're all falling, so there's just way too many inside of this river. That's pretty bad. Please get some more kills so that this whole thing doesn't crash. They're just like walking straight into the river. That is crazy. All right, it is dawn. The Spartans are still doing good. I don't think a single archer, there's no way an archer has been killed. I don't think that's possible. They haven't even really tried to go up the steps just yet. And there has been, we've confirmed there's been several bodies. Yeah, you can actually kind of tell because they're going higher. They're getting higher. because of the body count. Maybe that's going to get them up. Enough of these guys die, and then they'll just be able to walk straight through. That would be really, really bad, obviously, for the elves and the humans and things like that. I really hope they add elves in this game. Can we get a fantasy unit of elves? That would be pretty cool. Yeah, this looks like, dang, this is huge. This is so huge. Yeah, there's obviously a few that are just going straight over this mountain. That's pretty cool. How many cavalry units are still left? I mean, besides the ones that are jumping off the cliff. There seems to be a ton still left. Holy crap. Yeah, this would be never ending. This would never end. In terms of body count, yeah, the archers are starting to catch them. Yeah, they're I can confirm for sure, because they were up. The orcs were up by like 600 real quick. Because remember, they killed the Romans like nothing. Like the Romans had no chance protecting the south side of the castle. Now, because a lot of them are just standing around, they've been picked off by archers. They're getting picked off by Spartans. Obviously, these are really, the cavalry units are the only ones that are contributing to the death, I think. Yeah, and like there's only a difference of 3,000. Things aren't really going to change as long as these guys don't really figure out. Yeah, and these guys aren't going to figure it out. The only factor I think could change is if the Spartans ever die. Like, how well have they been doing? Pretty damn well. Because, yeah, you can actually see them right there. There's only... I mean, I'm going to say, yeah, there's a lot of them. They'll definitely last, I think, until the cavalry kills at least half of the orcs on the south side of things. That's my guess. And then the zombies are basically on... They're just standing around waiting to be killed. Because they're not going to figure out how to move past this. This would probably be a 10-hour battle. But I would say I've got to kind of give it to the humans here. I think we might have adjusted this perfectly. Yeah, look at that. So enemies killed. I'm looking strictly at enemies killed right now. Maybe that's not the right factor, but they're already catching them. I mean, just look at the rate at which the archers are getting kills versus the orcs. Because they can only kill so many cavalry at a time, too. That's what you got to keep in mind. This isn't a huge front, not yet at least. And they're slowly pushing. I know the cavalry are not as powerful as orcs. I feel like it's hard to say. They might be somewhat level. I feel like I've seen one individual orc beat one individual cavalry. So that's the only thing. Oh, they're starting to go around? Kind of. Yeah, they are starting to kind of go around. So look at that. Boom. They're going to catch them at any point. I think I've got to give it to the humans here. I think they're going to win. And I think we just barely balanced this game out numbers-wise to be somewhat accurate to allow, I guess, the good guys to win. So I wanted to do a couple battles that I had in mind before we started jumping into the viewer suggestions. So a Drew versus you video will be coming very soon, I promise, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.